95.5.
Are you stuck in the struggle, feeling the squeeze? Wanna save some cash and live with ease? Naomi is here, your money guide, helping you grow and turn the tide. Let's talk money, it's time to thrive on Rhythm 95.5. Budget, save, invest and win. Tune in, now let the wealth begin. Let's talk money with Naomi, only on Rhythm 95.5.
And a very pleasant good afternoon to everyone tuned in. Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Money right here on Rhythm 95.5. I am Steva J here with you, and also on the inside we have Naomi Ja, our financial strategist, and also we have none other than Osborne Small. Hello, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Hey, hello.
Hello. Oh, okay. All right. I was wondering what's going on over there.
Let me tell you.
All right. So we're back again. And Naomi, let us know what it is that we're talking about today.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Talk Money. So for the next probably 3 to 4 series, we will be looking at money or misleading, how to spot a scam. Do you think I have an idea where I'm heading to?
Yeah, I think I have an idea, and I think a lot of people gonna get a little bit upset, but because it might be a very touchy topic, but it is things that people need to start understanding. We need to start seeing and getting there so we protect ourselves.
That's right, that's
Definitely.
right. So
Yeah.
today we want to look at what is a pyramid scheme, or what is get rich quick scam or get rich quick scheme. Whichever way, it's a scheme, it's a scam.
When is the season for it?
Let me tell
It
you.
has a season.
Let me tell you.
Yeah,
I did my
the-
research too. There's a season.
Yeah. They have a time you realize like you don't hear anything, and then all of a sudden a
All
new
of a
thing
sudden,
pop up.
it just blow out.
Yes. But the first thing that we want to get into is make sure we explain
Exactly
for
what it
our listeners and those viewing live to understand what is a pyramid scheme. No matter what scheme it is, you should understand. So basically, a pyramid scheme is a business model that depends on recruiting others to join instead of selling a real product or service.
Okay.
And I think the key words there for us to note is that it doesn't sell a real product or service. So the moment it's not a real product or service, I feel we should start questioning it.
True. Now, Naomi, some of them don't sell products,
That's true.
Some of
But
them sell products and services.
How tangible is the product or service?
Sometimes it's a very tangible product that you can hold in your hand, right? But is it a real, does it benefit anybody? Does it bring real value apart from anything else?
Right.
Is it regulated in any kind of a way? These kinds of things. You've heard of MLMs, right?
I think so recently.
Multi-level
Yes.
marketing. It's built in like a really similar structure to a pyramid scheme, but it's legal because they generally have like products
Right.
that they sell, or they sell some kind of course or some kind of service.
Right.
Like
a digital product and stuff.
a digital product.
Right,
Exactly.
exactly.
But if you really have to do an evaluation of whether that's bringing any kind of value to you as an individual, there's not much value to get from it, right? So we really need to be careful with those kinds of stuff.
Yeah. So, I think we should probably explain. Now that we understand what it is, now we need to figure how it works, because trust me, it has so many ways it works.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, the easier one for anybody to look at and figure, probably something is wrong, is because you invited to invest.
True.
Or no, not let's change the word. Or bless.
Or bless, yeah. No, they have all kind of words they're giving it to, you know. Oh, sow your seed. You know, you'll get it back. You know, invest your money. Bless.
Yeah.
I was actually speaking to.
But remember, when you invited to bless or to invest, it have a certain amount attached to it.
Exactly. So you have packages for your investment, your blessings.
That's right.
You have the golden package, the silver package, platinum package, all
browns.
kind of package.
But how are you able to tell the difference between a scheme and an investment opportunity? Yes, you're looking at the items that are not going to benefit you, or you're looking at products that you cannot physically account for or anything like that. They would ask you for investments, financial investments, but don't regular investments ask you for money up front too? So how do you
Yes.
tell the difference?
Okay, so with a regular investment, it goes through a process. For example, if you decide, okay, I'm going to invest in stocks at whichever company you decide, the agent would let you know that, hey, so this is the minimum amount you allow to invest in that particular stock, right? You can choose to go higher, but that's the minimum amount. There will be processing fees because our company is facilitating
Exactly.
that stock. There's a
The
processing
transfer of value.
processing fee, and they will let you know. You will start incurring dividends within a 6-month period. They give you a time period, and it's never soon. And they will also explain to you that, hey, based on what you invest and based on the company profits,
Exactly.
that this is what determine how much you get in returns.
Right.
With a scam, majority of the time, it's telling you to invite 2 to 3 persons. Now, sometimes they will tell you, well, you don't really need to invite nobody. But if you invite, then you will make a bigger return. The problem,
Exactly.
you have to invite.
The fact that you have to invite somebody, that's already a problem
Yes.
there.
Even if they say you don't need to. But the fact that it's mentioned, you need to start checking it out.
Exactly.
All right.
There's another thing that you could look at when you're dealing with these things is when somebody comes to invite you, because always a close relative or somebody, an old friend from school that come in and tell you, yo, I get this business idea.
And
Come
someone
and
you
check me.
think you can trust.
Let me
is
tell you,
usually-
exactly.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, you drinking a little bit of coffee, eating something in a meeting, and I'm trying and sell you something. Something that you need to try to make sure you always understand about these ventures is, where is the money coming from? Where is the value being created? What is the business model that you have in this investment that's facilitating it bringing revenue? So you know, Apple is a company that makes phones. They research technology, they make a phone,
Devices.
they market that phone, and they sell that phone, and the bulk of the money that they make comes from the sale of that phone, right?
Right.
Simplistic idea, because Apple does a lot of different
Yeah.
things.
Right.
These companies have a very difficult time explaining where their value comes from, how they create value. So, Steve, you'll tell me if it's okay for me to use this example, eh?
You want to tell me off air first?
Creators Alliance, that's something
Right.
that was big in St. Lucia, right?
Right.
So a friend of mine came to me and he told me, yo, you're making so much money on that. Me as an advisor, I say, oh really? How you making your money from that? The man start to up. Tell me, oh, first off, it's coming from sharing videos. Okay, so how is sharing videos making money? Oh, because of the views. Okay, so how the views making money?
You know how many views somebody have to get on YouTube before they can make money?
Let me just tell you. So they're saying, okay, it's because you sharing videos, and because you sharing the videos, just like on YouTube, Just like on YouTube, what? Explain that to me. How is this bringing money? Who is paying the money for you to share these videos? Oh, companies. So the companies are producing the videos and then they want you to share it. When you start to go into the grass with these things, is then you start to see holes in the alleged business model. And a lot of the time you'll find that it is something related to maybe something that's exciting and big right now in this time. So like I remember when blockchain and Bitcoin and these things were up in the media, a lot of different pyramid schemes started coming up related to blockchain
linked
and
to
these
it,
kind
yeah.
of, because it was the new thing. People didn't quite understand it as yet. So somebody decide, well, boy, you know, I can make a pyramid scheme out of that and make a fast money, you know. Come and buy part of this. Come and be part of my business. We're going to change the world with this new technology. But the reality is that they take advantage of the what you'd say. Oh boy, they give me the idea already.
No, because I know that perfect word.
The ignorance.
There we go.
That
is
the
the
word
word
I'm
I'm
looking
You're
for.
trying to sugarcoat it. Don't sugarcoat it.
So they take advantage of the ignorance of everyday individuals.
And let me tell you, when we say ignorant, because a lot of people have the misconception
Mostly
that
naive.
the word ignorant would mean that someone is calling you stupid. Even myself, I would consider myself ignorant because I am not fully. I don't have all the answers to all of the questions.
Exactly.
You understand? So it's not a situation where you, and I don't think I am stupid. It's not a situation when anyone is being called stupid. It's just a situation where you do not have as much knowledge about this specific topic or this specific situation. So you have to be open because ignorance is a choice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, you have to be open to wanting to learn and understand the concept and the situation. So if you don't do your research about what you're getting into,
Yep.
then, you know, so yes, please carry on.
Yeah. So we mentioned the invite. We also they also promise you'll earn once others join, or you earn more when others join. And then the more popular, so the more people you recruit, the higher your rise in the circle. Eventually you would realize it's starting to look like a circle or pyramid, because it's like if you start recruiting people, you'll see like you going up and they somewhere wherever and that one wherever.
Well, but let me ask you a question. A lot of the people who have been involved or who have been victims before they became victims, they were, like you mentioned, they were at the top of the pyramid. They were doing well. A lot of people got, like he said, his friend made a lot of financial returns. He got back a lot of.
So where did they make it from?
That's not the point. The point is the person, the people made their monies.
Yeah, they made it, but you realize that money came from the bottom.
Right.
And that's why when it bursts, the people at the top already make the money, so they can bail out and say, well, at least I make my money.
Yes.
It's those at the bottom that get stuck because the money flows from the bottom.
Upwards, exactly. And
kind
it
of-
might not always flow from your specific circle of friends.
Exactly.
It
Right.
may flow from somebody else's circle of friends. But the key point is that it's still theft going on.
Right. And
Right.
what you find happen, it mainly collapse when the amount of people that have to be joining, not joining. That's when you
Exactly.
find it collapse. Or
okay.
sometimes it collapse when, for example, if the person that started the scheme notice they meet the threshold of what they want to
They might just
gain,
disappear.
right? They will just
So
cash
the-
out the money
so when
and
they get
move
their
out.
goal, when they reach their goal, okay, I want to make
Right.
a quick 100,000. So let me, you know, and I run. Okay, cut and run. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now you mentioned that there is a season, sister. I want to know about the season so I can know when to, you know, as soon as I see a new number, block.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
So generally what you find in the financial world is that when there is a lot of turmoil, as in there's a lot of strange things happening around the place, people are unsure of the future, things are getting hard, it becomes a lot easier to take advantage of people because everybody is looking for a way for them to make fast money.
So you mean after Christmas? Okay, got you.
No, not just Christmas, not just Christmas. Let's say, for example, time of COVID. a lot of people were unsure of what they were going to do, how they're going to make it for another month. You
Because they lose
understand?
jobs and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Or they work less hours, so they pay cut and stuff like that.
So Steva, you have kids, right?
I do.
The people know that already.
Yes, they do. They know.
They know that. Okay, so I'm
Well,
not
they
saying a
should.
secret.
You don't know, right? No, at this point.
Yeah.
So you know you have your kids.
Right.
You're not exactly sure about how the next 6 months might go because your income is not promised to you at this point, and then somebody rush up to tell you, yo, I know this man that making millions, because a lot of the time they're not making the money yet, but they try and pretend as if they're making the money. I know this man, boy, he always on a cruise, he always have a big ride, you know, and he giving us a thing for us to make some fast money. Keyword. Fast money.
Anytime you're making the money and it's fast, we need to start checking ourselves.
You need to check yourself. Because a lot of the time, you're not even going
because
to get to touch no
it's
money.
like you go in. Once you do get rich quick, that's
So,
a problem.
Quick question.
Uh-huh.
What is the time frame? What time frame do you consider fast? Because some of them would allow you to make your money back in a month's time. For me, that is taking too long because I want my money now. You understand? Some of them give you back the money in about 2 months, 3 months. Or maybe they say 90 days. I don't know. Sometimes I find days sounds less than months. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, when you're looking at investments, right? Investments, okay, so I'll highlight something. Some people do trading and they count it to be investing. It's not investing.
okay.
There's a difference between investing and trading.
Okay.
When you trade on a day-to-day basis, it's more like you gambling. Some
Okay.
people able to get very good at it, or at least feel as if they're getting very good at it, because really and truly it's a gamble.
It's a gamble.
Investing is on the long term. So you're looking at 6 months onward.
Yeah.
That is an investment. Not even 6 months. 6 months is still a short-term
Short period.
investment.
Right.
You're looking like
A
at a
year.
year to 5 years to 20 years. That is an investment. It's something that you've put in for it to slowly grow and develop itself.
And it will grow slowly.
It'll take its
It
time.
will take its time. So it's like the longer you have it, then the better, because it's almost like creating compound interest
Exactly.
to get you there. It's not something that done rushly. Like, okay, even if they say invest 100 US and you'll get it in 1 month, 2 months, the fact that your returns is more than the 100 US or the 100 US, you should be checking it out,
Yeah,
because investments don't work like that.
exactly. So there's a statement that you hear a lot in financial circles. If it seems too good to be true, it probably is.
It is too good to be true.
Okay. There's one term that you used earlier. Dividends.
Yes.
Okay. So can you just explain that terminology for me, please?
So dividends is the interest that you earn on what you've invested.
So it's not. Is it the investment plus the interest?
No, not investment. But so, for example, I invest $500 into Lucilec. Lucilec
Makes a
profits.
profit.
They make a profit. My $500 might just be 1% of shares compared to other people.
Right.
So then, from the profit, I'm going to get 1%.
Right.
That can never be $500 I'm getting back. Because remember, the profit need to be shared among all the shareholders.
Agreed.
Right.
And the profit may not be more than the total value of that business.
Exactly.
Okay.
You understand? So it's usually a percentage that you're working with of a percentage of something else.
Exactly.
It's not really big numbers. Now, it's not to say that you cannot have business opportunities and investments that can pay you well. But when you're looking at these type of investments, one of the key things that you want to do is make sure that you understand exactly how it operates. So I can give you an example. Let's say cryptocurrencies right now, right?
Yeah.
Cryptocurrencies have been able to make a lot of money for individuals, but you have to understand the mechanisms below cryptocurrencies so that you're not just gambling your money away just like with everything else.
Right.
You need to understand that it's based on the idea that this thing now has value. But why does it have value? It has value because there's a limited number of it and people want it. So there's a demand for this specific thing, and as a result of that, it's now considered to be valuable. Does it mean that it has intrinsic value? Probably not. probably not. But chances are that somebody else will want it more than you want it. And that's the reason where it gets its value from. There are other asset classes that will have more intrinsic value. So, a gold bar has its own intrinsic value because, once again, people want it. Maybe a security for some other good that people actually use has its own intrinsic value. Having a home, a piece of land, anything like that, it has its own intrinsic value. The key is that people will want to pay a certain amount for it. And so now, that's where we get the idea of understanding some of these other little investments like the cryptocurrencies and stuff. You understand that, okay, this is something that I can purchase that other people will want. You hope that in the future, more people will want what you have than how many people want it right now. And that's where the risk aspect of it comes in. Because chances are, maybe people might want more of this cryptocurrency that you have.
Right.
Maybe not. Or maybe it might take on its own value because of some other aspect of it.
Gotcha.
Right? But value is the thing that you're dealing with, and that's the reason why some individuals are able to make money from these types of endeavors like cryptocurrencies and other asset classes. If you cannot give any kind of information about how something functions, why it creates money, what is the value that it is making,
Being
and
able to
who
give
is the
the
person.
full detail.
Exactly. If somebody cannot give you all of that information about a particular venture, then you should be careful and wary about putting your money into it, because all of us work hard for our money, right?
That's right.
And once they promise you that the money is being made fast and easy, when the money make easy, there's a problem, huh?
Yeah.
So check it out. What's
No,
it's
no,
too
you
easy?
could make easy money, but
Money,
it's not going to
yeah.
be big money, or it's not going to be fast.
Exactly.
So it's either your money fast and easy, or it's big and easy, but not fast,
Exactly.
or it's big and it's hard,
Right.
but it's not fast at all. You understand?
Yeah.
Got you.
So you kind of have a balancing act to play with these kinds of things.
Right. And something we need to note with these schemes is that it's not sustainable.
Yes.
It's not sustainable. It's not legal. So many of these schemes, they disguise themselves, but they disguise themselves on the basis of lies. And
Yeah.
we need to note it.
Yeah.
It will always come about as if it's an opportunity. It's a great investment, but we need to be careful with them, because guess what? A real business, it offers you a product or a service. It earns from customers, not recruiting.
Right.
It's transparent and it's legally registered, not the fake registration. You know what I mean, right? And it has a clear business model and value exchange to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the part where I wish we had someone on the legal side of things on the inside with us, because I would have liked to know, like, what those persons who have fallen victim to these schemes,
What recourses exist for them?
yeah, how do they even go about getting their monies back, and how do they protect themselves in the future, and these kind of things,
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah,
we
it
need
would
to
be
ask.
it would have been nice if we
Yeah.
had someone who could actually answer those questions for us,
Yeah.
because it is. I mean, we work so hard, and again, one of the reasons why people would have gotten, like you all mentioned, involved is because of uncertainty and concern about making something for the future. Maybe they have 2 or 3 children, they have mortgages and whatnot they need to pay, and then find yourself in such a situation.
And
It's very
some-
unfortunate.
Yeah, some things we need to pay attention to. Sometimes when they come to you, they do have particular phrases that they use. So we need to even be mindful of that. Because, for example, the moment they're going to tell you, oh, it's not a pyramid scheme. Why you tell me it's not a pyramid scheme? As you're supposed to give me the information and I'll figure that for myself.
Exactly.
But most times they will tell you that it's not a pyramid scheme. It's it's a trust, it's a this or that. Or they will tell you, just put 1,000, you'll get back 8,000. Or they might tell you, don't ask questions, just believe. Why shouldn't I ask questions? That's my money.
Exactly.
So you need to be careful with this, or you have to act now before the spot is gone.
Yeah.
You
Kind
know,
of pressure.
that kind of right. The moment you feel like probably you're pressured into something, or I would say harass. I feel like they just harass you.
Let me
So
tell you, 20, 30 messages coming through on LinkedIn, on Facebook from all kind of strange people. You never talk to them, but all of them
Right.
have a business investment they want to pull you into.
That's right. Yeah.
yeah, so
I
the
mean, I
moment
have
you
a lot
notice
of
that, you have to start questioning
I have a
it.
lot of blocked friends on Facebook.
Yeah, sad to
Yeah,
say.
because of
Yeah.
that whole situation.
But I'll tell
Yeah.
you what, though, we should not get upset with these people because the
No.
reality of it is a lot of the time they've been manipulated into it.
Mm-hmm.
Generally, the people you find going into these things, starting them up, are very like narcissistic people who take advantage of people. You understand? As an opportunity for themselves, for them to make money. They don't care about anybody below them.
Yeah, they
They
don't
only
care
care
who
about
suffer.
themselves. Right?
It's true.
So now your friend Jim, who got roped into it, God bless his soul, he just saw an opportunity for him to make a little extra money so he could pay
Pay a
his
bill.
rent because he
Yeah.
wasn't owing from the last time. He don't have nothing against you. But I don't know. Somebody told me when Creators Alliance was going on, somebody told me, yeah man, I know that's a scam, but is it paying right now?
I heard that as well.
Yeah,
heard
I
that as well.
definitely heard that. I
So
heard
as,
that.
so as we wrap up, something I want our listeners to reflect on.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been invited to join something that felt too good to be true?
Mm.
And that's just questions and prompting so that you can, check yourself. Did it
True.
did it rely mostly on recruiting orders instead of selling something real?
True.
And was there pressure to join quickly? If so, you may have encountered a pyramid scheme.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, guys, like we always say, especially for those probably just signing in, we're just ending. Sorry about that. So, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel at Naomi758 or Naomi Financial Strategies, where you can get this episode of today, because I'm sure a lot of persons would like to have that information for them to be more aware, and go out and share this episode with them so that they too would be educated of what is actually going on and be more mindful of it. And if you've been a victim, you are not alone. You are not foolish, like Steve has said earlier.
Mm-hmm.
You were misled, but now you can be wiser. You
Exactly.
can rise wiser.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have any questions as we're doing this series, guys, don't forget to text Steve. You give the number so that you can send in your questions, or you can even send me a WhatsApp on 17583844576, or you can even send me a message on Instagram at Naomisha758 with your questions. Drop it in, and then when we come in next week, we can answer some of those questions.
True.
That's right. And that WhatsApp number for you is 285-0955. Again, that is 285-0955. You can send your questions, or if you have an opinion that you would like to have aired, this is the contact for you. So, guys, this has been another episode of Let's Talk Money.
That's right.
Yes, with Naomi, our financial strategist, and of course, husband Small, our insurance advisor, and he advises even more.
That's right. So, guys, until then, we want you to stay smart, stay safe, and don't let greed rob your goals.
True.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, and that is where we end.
Okay, bye.
Are you stuck in the struggle, feeling the squeeze? Wanna save some cash and live with ease? Naomi is here, your money guide, helping you grow and turn the tide. Let's talk